take LeBron James off of Pierce. Pierce is shooting just 32%, averaging under 12 points per game. Why let him get going? As far as Boston's concerned, special attention to LeBron James, because Doc Rivers feels when LeBron...
Cavaliers and the Celtics split the first two games here in Cleveland. Cavaliers and the Celtics split the first two games here in Cleveland and split the... Coming off an 18-point game where he shot 6 of 11 and were tied. Pierce is guarding James, and LeBron missing a 2-point field goal. Garnett misses from outside. The rebound by James, who had 22 points, 9 rebounds and 8 assists. And there is Jamison, who has all 4 Cavalier points.
And you probably ask yourself the question, when does LeBron James decide whether he's going to try and be the one that's doing the scoring or getting his teammates involved? I think that both coaches tonight felt these teams both are going to be ready.
And how tough it would be as O'Neal goes in and is out of Kentucky as just the point guard with the big 3, and now very much either the big 4 or the big 3 following him.
Well, as David referred to, you have 3 future Hall of Famers on the Celtics, and they had to look at Rondo and say, this guy has gotten our respect. And how do you do that? It's hard work every day in practice, and then they finally started to trust in him and believe in him, and then turn the team over to him.
2 seconds on the clock, and Parker launches it up and misses, and the remains a 2-point game with under 8 minutes to go. Just the start of things in Game 5 of this 2-2 series. Williams speeding O'Neal, knocked away, and a good play by Pierce as he jarred it.
Rondo found him in that deep left corner.
Cavaliers are 3 of 6 from the field. Celtics 3 of 9 early on. LeBron James and Parker fakes, that goes for the 3, and James goes high for the rebound, feeding shot.
That baseline pass.
And Mike, we have a lot of time to go in this first quarter, but LeBron James already with 3 assists of the 5 baskets that the Cavaliers have, certainly not going in and saying, I'm taking over the scoring, at least early on.
He knows that
Cavaliers have, certainly not going in and saying, I'm taking over the scoring, at least early on.
He knows that he can score points whenever necessary. Right now, he's showing his teammates.
More than Cleveland. It is a 4-point lead for the Cavaliers as we wind down to 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter.
Celtics feeling that it's so important for them not to let the Cavaliers get out to a big early lead, particularly on the road in this building, because they know how loud this crowd can be and how well the Cavs can play with a lead.
With 3 on the road, has no points, no rebounds, and no assists yet in this first quarter.
That's what Mike Brown was banking on, that he was not going to have the huge game like he had the last one.
Shot going in. The Celtics.
He's a pick and pop guy as compared to Shaq, who's a pick and roll guy.
Celtics leading for the first time, 18-16. Under 3.5 to play in the opening quarter. LeBron James has taken only 1 shot, but he has 3 assists. Parker driving on Allen. And the Cavaliers looking to regain the lead in a tight first quarter here at the Q in Game 5. West defended by Pierce outside. They get it into James. They'll have Parker fire a 3 and to get the fast break going.
Pushing that transition offense, coming right back at him after the Cavs score.
Parker has been the most prolific three-point shooter in the series with 8 for the Cavaliers. Rondo 0 for 1 from the field and has 1 rebound in the early going, and it's 21-20. So Davis guarding Ilgauskas. James trying to get free of Tony Allen, who Doc Rivers says has done the best job on LeBron James defensively in this series. And here's LeBron losing the ball momentarily and forcing the shot up as the shot clock went down. LeBron, by the way, turned it over 7 times and just couldn't get there. And LeBron James 0 for 1 still. He has 4 assists and 2 rebounds, staying out of the offense to a great extent here as the Cavaliers lead by 1. 4 on the shot clock with nearly 18 seconds to go, and Delano.
What we want, we got to play in-and-out basketball. That's who we are.
Thanks, Doc.
Thanks.
Well, LeBron James 23 for the Cavaliers, but none for number 23. And Rondo has no points. Defended by Allen. That's Tony Allen. Rondo, Pierce, Davis, Wallace, and there's Varejao drawing the foul. Nice, only on TNT.
About Glenn Davis, the great catch he made in Game 4, Dick, in transition, that long pitch-ahead pass by Rajon Rondo. He went up in the air, caught it, came down, converted, and got fouled. A huge play as the Cavs were closing in on the Celtics.
Big game for the bench for the Celtics in that one, and LeBron James is fouled as he drives to the hoop. After Davis could convert only 1 out of 2 from the line, and now Rasheed Wallace chalking up his second personal foul, and sending LeBron James to the line for the first time tonight. Right now, let's take a look at tonight's Land Rover driving force. And let's take a look at LeBron James in the last couple of games in the first quarter.
Well, 20 points there in game number 3, okay? 8 of 10 field goals. In game 4, just 8 points. And now tonight, you see no points, 0 for 2 from the floor. But, as you mentioned, Dick, 4 assists, getting his teammates involved.
And opening up.
Rondo in transition, the post-ups of Garnett and Wallace, and then getting Ray Allen open looks at the basket. So important.
And here is Rondo in traffic, and Davis with the lay-in. Here comes James back. Tony Allen on him.
If we were playing pool, we'd say a little too much English on that one.
Allen cutting off the middle against Delonte West. West loses the ball, but into the hands of Varejao. 4 on the shot clock, and West in traffic. Goes up and hits the jumper. And that's the biggest lead for the Cavaliers, and it comes with a little more than 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Cavaliers, Anthony Parker, and a hand for Ilgauskas, who goes out of the game with 2 block shots. LeBron James getting a breather. Still has not made a basket. He is 0 for 2 from the field, but the Cavaliers lead. Cleveland foul here, and that will be their 13th foul, and it's on Parker.
You see Shaquille O'Neal has come back into the game. LeBron getting his rest right now. LeBron probably would like to play. Shaq trying to put that 3rd foul on purpose.
West goes to the bench, and LeBron James comes back in. James has scored 2 points, and both of those points coming from the free throw line, and a technical foul. And let's see if it's a double technical here. We'll let the officials sort it out. In the first half, there's Mo Williams, who has really struggled from 3-point range. He was the best for the Cavaliers during the year. Down low, Shaq backing up, and the foul is called, and 3 personal fouls. Remember, LeBron James still hasn't made a basket yet. 3 on the shot clock, and Ray.
It's getting better and better.
So now it's a 1-point game, Czar, and the Cavaliers find themselves scoreless in nearly 4 minutes. Maybe James ends all that way off the mark. And here comes Boston. So James now 0 for 3 from the field, having a terrific first half. And maybe Rajon Rondo is scoreless with no assists, but the veteran Big Three have 26 between them, Garnett, Pierce, and Ray Allen. And remember, LeBron James hasn't made a field goal yet. He just has 2 points, both coming from the line. Now we have under 5 minutes to go in the first half, and off the hands of Garnett, Jamison rolls off the West. Well, that's who they are. Meanwhile, a 13-0 run by the Celtics, and the 5-point lead, and Mo Williams nicely saves it, but the shot clock running down to 4. Here is LeBron James, and the ball is knocked away. Good play by Tony Allen. And here is Pierce driving and getting the layup. Basket counts and a foul. And a 15-0 run. But the shot clock running down to 4. Here is LeBron James. And the ball is knocked away. Good play by Tony Allen. And here is Pierce driving. not taking the game away early from Boston. The Celtics right now in command.
Yeah, and it starts with the good defense. 9 turnovers for the Celtics. Here's the foul, the finish, a chance for 3.
Second foul against James. The Cavaliers scoreless in nearly 6 minutes. They've committed 5 turnovers in that span, 1 for 7 in the quarter, and LeBron James 0 for 3 from the field. And I'm sure the Cleveland fans are waiting for LeBron James to go on the attack offensively and forge this team in front. Fans are waiting for LeBron James to go on the attack offensively and forge this team in front. Varejao and Ilgauskas checking on the foul before the shot, and it's a penalty situation. Both teams are over the limit. Number 1 on Pierce. And LeBron will go to the line where he has made both of his free throws, and that's amounted to all of his points. And right now, let's check in with Ernie Johnson in Atlanta. EJ, first points.
Dick, if you go back to these first 20 minutes of play in this game, how many jump shots can you remember LeBron James taking? I know 1 3-pointer that he missed. He's gotten to the foul line. These will be number 5 and 6 free throw attempts. And I'm not trying to come up with excuses.
He has not taken any more than 3 jumpers so far in the game. The other interesting fact is Rondo comes back in as the Celtics went on that big run with Rondo on the bench.
Cleveland, Dick, and the Czar.
See, Ernie is now knows your nickname. Now, soon he'll know your full name, but he knows your nickname. Ray Allen. Off the screen now with 7 points, and the Celtics by 7. So as we get to 3 minutes, Cavaliers have scored only 32 points.
Now, we were talking a short while ago about Boston's lack of offense. We'll see LeBron.
And with under 2 minutes to go, here comes LeBron. Williams for 3.
Release. Ray Allen, what a great jump shooter, what a quick release.
Foul is on big baby Glenn Davis as James makes
Double on one side, single on the other side, and it was Randy Whitman that used to come off those screens.
Team for Pierce, Garnett 12 and Ray Allen 10. There's your big 3. Ilgauskas from outside and knocked away by Varejao. And the timeout called by Varejao of the Cavaliers. Great hustle. By 7.
Boston runs so many back pick flares for Allen. You must communicate. You see LeBron James take it right into the defender, Rasheed Wallace, that time. 6-4.
Meanwhile, Rasheed Wallace now with 4 personals. And guess who on the line once into foul trouble? And LeBron James, all of his points coming from the free throw line. And trying to cut the Boston lead to 6 here. Who would have ever thought that Rondo and James would not really have any 1? Thanks for pointing that out, because sooner or later, you know, that will explode.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. That's what I'm saying.
I know. Differential of about 9 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Still coming up empty from the field, and they're going to call the Cavaliers foul, and Ilgauskas, I believe. So he'll be called for the foul, and the Celtics will shoot. 3-point shooter. And Finley, the 15-year veteran, 37 years old, and James on the bench with 8 points and no field goal.
So you see Doc Rivers putting 5 people on the floor.
From the line, 0 for 4 from the field. And Paul Pierce leads with 14, Ray Allen 13, and you just talked about Garnett, who has 12. So we're set to go.
Lead at the half, but LeBron James has no field goals right now. 0 for 4 with 24 minutes of action to play. You've got to be saying to yourself, when is it going to happen? When is LeBron James, the MVP, going to break out of
And
this?
once again, the Celtics matching their biggest lead, 9 points. Mo Williams with LeBron James, Antoine Jamison, Shaquille O'Neal, and Anthony Parker. And here is Williams off the rim and the rebound. Garnett coming out to pick up Mo Williams. And a flash. Feed inside the shot from the field. The Celtics at 45%. 2 minutes elapsed in the third. Garnett is guarding LeBron. LeBron going up and an offensive foul charging against LeBron James. On here in the third quarter, despite the miss by Rondo, you can sense the confidence in the Celtics that they feel that we have withstood any possible explosion on the visiting court and have the pace going in their way. And James short with it, and Rondo picks it up. So LeBron James now 0 for 5 from the field. That's a shocking development in this game 5. So much riding on a game that will break the 2-2 tie. By 14.
How about taking LeBron James, putting him down on that low post for a while? You see the block shot there by Garnett. Maybe get him in the post area, see if he can, break the ice by getting a quick bucket down low, draw a foul. If he draws a double,
62 to 46 in the crowd. Very displeased with the performance of the Cavaliers right now.
Because this crowd understands the significance and importance of this game. They have got to get this team, to come back up with big plays offensively and defensively. Remember, the worst thing that could happen if this game, it could be the last night that LeBron James plays in this arena as a Cleveland Cavalier.
Allen missing a three and the rebound by O'Neal. So you saw in the last possession by the Cavaliers, LeBron James now 0 for 6 from the field. And that is a harrowing thought by Cleveland fans. Puts in the layup. Harrowing thought that maybe LeBron James could possibly be playing his last home game in the Cavalier uniform. And 7.5 remaining in the third. Rondo finds Perkins underneath, fouled by James.
If you're wondering why Shaquille O'Neal has been so open underneath, it's because the big men for Boston are so concerned about LeBron's penetration. They'll step up.
But he showed on Sunday.
Because the Celtics watched if Cleveland was going to switch, and then Cleveland tried to switch back again, and LeBron couldn't pass off Williams back onto Rondo. Soon enough, Rondo took advantage of it.
And here's LeBron missing again. Perkins the rebound. And LeBron James now has missed all 7 shots from the field, and most of them have been perimeter shots. 3 missed by Pierce. And James at the other end gets his first basket, and it comes with... And we're back here in Cleveland. LeBron James has 10 points and came up empty in field goals in the first half for the first time since game 1 of the 2007 finals.
So much to stop practice, bring the guys in and say, hey, we've got to get back to concentrating on what we're supposed to do. And he said it carried over to the next day, and Cleveland buried us.
Anderson Varejao, who gives the Cavaliers energy, has come in the game replacing Shaq. He's open, misses the baseline shot. Go in the third.
That's what Kevin Garnett can do. Make that 18-foot jump shot on a regular basis.
And the ball knocked out of bounds, and it turns over to the Celtics, who have outscored the Cavaliers 20-8 to open up an 18-point lead.
You just don't expect that you're going to come home tied up 2-2 in your building with over 20,000 people there waiting for you to perform well and have one of these nightmare-type nights.
And
Doc Rivers to give his players rest at the appropriate time, so he has his main guys on the floor coming down the stretch in the fourth quarter.
here's Jamison, hit a 3 moments ago, not this time. Here's clear. Ray Allen, and that was nearly tipped in after the miss by Allen. Here's LeBron James. Last touch by the Celtics. LeBron now 1 for 9 from the field and has only 10 points with 3:10 remaining in the third.
Just can't press attack in the fourth quarter.
And you always know that explosion could happen with LeBron James. It hasn't happened yet. Rondo knocks the ball away.
This ground, LeBron with the charge as he tries to split him and shoot the jump shot.
And this crowd here at the Q is totally perplexed. Never imagined. They figured they would come home and then get the momentum back because Cleveland won 1, Boston won game 2, Cavaliers won 3, and then the Celtics game 4.
With 2.5 minutes remaining in the third.
So true are uncharacteristic of the Cavaliers play. And meanwhile, but you know, everyone always said, who's going to step up to help LeBron? Jameson and Mo Williams have not yet. They have 7 points each. And LeBron now trying to step up, has 12 points on only his second field.
One of those times that he answers the call with a 3.
And approaching 1 minute remaining in the third quarter and 6 on the shot clock. And James badly misses a 3. So LeBron now 2 of 11 and 0 for 4 from three-point range. This is so totally uncharacteristic for the Cavaliers playing at home and the way they are playing in this game.
Enough energy just to get by them in this round.
So Pierce has 16 points in this game, and that is his series high. After scoring only 9 on Sunday, his series low. Parker goes up, the basket counts, and the foul as well. And
2 series and then meet up with Cleveland, they might not have enough energy. But if they could meet the Cavs in the second round, they just might have enough because they felt confident enough they knew how to attack Cleveland's defense.
And as you know from your experience, it's a war of attrition, especially with veteran teams playing.
Offensively with LeBron, why is he so stagnant and not getting involved today?
You know, he's missed some jump shots. He's got to try to attack, and that's what we're going to tell him. Look to attack this fourth quarter.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Rondo looping it in, almost off his elbow.
Yeah, I think the point that you make about Pierce, Dick, is that he's taken 18 field goal shots in the game. That's the key thing, that he's getting shots up at the basket, which gives him a chance to score the thing.
And the three-point attempt missed.
And Pierce. Then they had to go through the next change, and that was the emergence of Rondo into an all-star player. And all of a sudden they had to be 15 games for Boston. Well, they played some terrible basketball.
Yes.
But Doc Rivers lived with it. He went through it so he could get them.
Offensively here with 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And a 23-point lead, and with 2 minutes going by, the Celtics establish their largest lead and keep running it up on these Cavaliers.
Depend on all 3 of them having those kind of nights, 2 out of the 3. Then where do you get the lift from? That second unit.
And you see Garnett, who has had a terrific game. Celtics doing this in the fourth quarter while he's on the bench. And Shaq
to be played by Jameson. Jameson, terrific offensive player during his career. Defense, not his strength. Garnett just shoots it with confidence over the top of him.
And speaking over the turn of events here in game number 5, as LeBron James never has been a factor in this game. And the foul against Tony Allen, that'll be the 3rd team foul against Boston.
Boston foul number 42, Tony Allen.
See Garnett with the size at 16 points. Remember, he's averaging under 12, shooting just 32%. And then Ray Allen has been magnificent.
Ball knocked away in this series to stay alive in this season. And getting it back on the Boston turnover. LeBron James with 13 points, but only 2 baskets. Here's LeBron going in and lays it in. They're going to need that.
And we stress possibility that this could be LeBron James's final game here in Cleveland if the Cavaliers do not come back and win this game and lose game 6 in Boston. It's something that it is an anxiety-ridden city has to always deal with. The local group, real Cavs fans, commissioned this mural about LeBron James asking him to stay here. He has continually been vague about his intentions, other than he's going to explore free agency and see what's out there, but it's something that's always in every Cavaliers fan's mind.
All right, David, thank you. James, 66 points from the big 3 for the Celtics tonight, and Rondo with 7 assists. Perfect scenario for Boston as they look to take the 3-2 lead, and LeBron James missing outside and last touched by the Celtics. Cavaliers will have the ball. LeBron just 3 for 13 shooting, and still 5:20 to go, Czar, but he's never gotten in stride today.
Yeah, he's not going to sleep all night tonight. He's going to go home and think about this.
And the Boston Celtics, who withstood an early drive by the Cavaliers. Nothing earth-shattering. The Cavs led by 8 in the second quarter. In control of this game every way you look at it.
Paul Pierce tonight, 20 field goal attempts. He was averaging just 12 attempts and only played in one game for 5 minutes. You can't put everybody in all the time.
102-78, the Celtics in front. Nearly 4.5 minutes remaining in a somber, quick loan line.
Dick, to show you how much respect people have for Joe Tate, when I was named head coach in Cleveland, and I had heard, obviously knew of Joe.
Keith Daniels has come in for the Celtics. And the looks of these Cavalier fans so hopeful tonight coming in. Hugely in the playoffs, Pau Gasol.
Pau Gasol, one of the most talented big men offensively. And
a foul committed. There is LeBron James, 15 points, his 4th lowest in a 70-game playoff career. And had his second worst home playoff loss in Cavaliers history. And it's the Boston Celtics who will take a 3-2 lead going home for Game 6 on Thursday night. 6 players in double figures for the Celtics, paced by Ray Allen's 25. He had 6 threes. Paul Pierce, a double-double, 21 points, 11 rebounds. And we told you LeBron James, a big off night for him, 15 points on 3 for 14 shooting.